Welcome to the second video of EzeeSteel. In the first video we have seen that how the STAAD file can be prepared so that it can be uploaded to EzeeSteel server. Now in this video we will see the procedure for uploading the STAAD file to the EzeeSteel server and how you can generate various outputs. So we start with the internet first and go to www.ezeesteel.com and then log in by your username and password, which you will be getting after registering to the EzeeSteel website. So we are on the main screen of EzeeSteel website. There are very few simple steps and few inputs to be given here so that you can upload your STAAD file to the server for generating the outputs. Now for understanding the significance of each and every input, you can have a help button here which is a question mark. You can just take a mouse to that particular button and you can see what it indicates. So this is first is the project code. This is unique identification code for the project that you are working on, and whenever you get an email after generating the drawings, it shall mention this code in the email subject, and also the output files shall have this code in their names. So here suppose I give the name as say demo, and then I go to the client name. Now the client name shall be mentioned in the title blocks of your output GA drawing. This is just a reference name. So suppose I give a client name as say demo client, and now at this position you have to choose the file which needs to be uploaded. So I select that particular earlier file which we have made with groups. So that is the EzeeSteel demo with groups.std file, and then I have to click on the upload button. You can see here after clicking on the upload button, EzeeSteel shall analyze the STAAD file and it will find various groups, grid details and customized members for further processing. So I am clicking on the upload button now. You can see you will get a message saying that how many GA groups it has found, whether the bracing group is there in that STAAD file, whether the grid group is there in that STAAD file. Now if the GA groups are not there in the STAAD file, then software will tell you that there are no GA groups, so only 3D will be generated. As earlier explained, the bracing groups is optional, but grid group has to be there, so that the grid is defined by EzeeSteel. So here there are 11 GA groups found, the bracing group is found, and the grid group is also found. I click OK. Now after this I have to give just few inputs and then click on the submit button. So what are those few inputs? First is the drawing settings. So you can actually create your own different types of drawing setting groups, and then you can select that particular group here which you want. Now if you have not created those groups, then there is a EzeeSteel default group. We'll just see that what the group defines is that. So that group defines the different type of drawing settings, like for example what are the different fonts, heights, then what dimension arrows you need, what are the layers, what are the colors and all that. Now this group you can customize, or you can create your own groups also depending on your client's requirement. That we'll see in the next video, that how you can create your own groups and how you can select or save it as a different group. Now here the EzeeSteel default group is always there. So in this particular STAAD file I am selecting the EzeeSteel default as a group. Similarly there are title block settings. For this also I am selecting the EzeeSteel default as a option here. Here also you can go to this add and edit option and customize your title blocks by adding your logos and your client names in it, and you can save them on our server for your further use. That procedure also we'll see in the next video. So here for this particular file I am selecting both as EzeeSteel default. Then there is a member presentation. So if the member presentation is actual, then actual members are shown on the GA drawings. And there is one more option which is called a center line. So if I select that particular option, then only the center lines of the members shall be shown in the GA drawings. One more option is there for having a paper scale. So there are two options. One is auto paper scale and second is manual paper scale. So if the paper scale is auto, then software shall calculate the scale for each and every GA drawing based on the available area for the selected paper, and also what is the content of that GA members, the members which are there in that particular GA group. Then if the option is manual, then user has to give the scale for each GA drawings. So for example, if I am clicking manual here, then in that case the paper won't be placed. So there is a chance that the paper scale and your manual scale is not matching. So paper scale won't be placed, but you can define your own scale. Like for plans, you need a scale of say 1:10. For X elevation, you can have a scale of say 1:20. And again, say for Z elevation, you can have a scale of 1:15. So this you can give your own scales if you select the options as manual. If the option is auto, in that case you can select which paper you want for generating the GA drawings. So you can select either A1, A0 or A2 paper size from these options. Now earlier, when EzeeSteel has analyzed the STAAD file, it finds out the bottom up base plate from all the vertical columns in that particular STAAD file. So here it has found out that as per STAAD, for this particular model, the 0 meter is the bottom up base plate. Now there is a chance that you have to represent the 0 meter of this particular STAAD file. When it goes to AutoCAD, you have to represent it as a different level. So your reference level in AutoCAD is 100 meters. So that particular thing you can set it here. So for example, what I am doing is that the 0 meter in STAAD file, I am representing it as 100 meter in AutoCAD. You can of course have a mm also as a unit there if you want. But right now I am setting that 0 meter to 100 meters. So all the TOS levels or all the floors level will be shown as per this reference level. So like 4 meters in STAAD file will be shown as 104 meters in AutoCAD and so on. Additionally, since we have made a grid group in the STAAD file, EzeeSteel also finds out the grid line for this particular STAAD model. So now if you go to grid marking settings here, you can see here that based on the grid group that we have already made in the STAAD file, software has found out that in the X direction there are these many grid lines at these locations. In the Z direction there are these many grid lines. Now when we say Z direction, it is as per STAAD. In AutoCAD it is Y direction. So normally Z direction in STAAD file is changed to Y direction or the Y axis in AutoCAD. So in the Y axis in AutoCAD there are these many grid lines and with these grid marking numbers. Now here you can see that this automatic grid marking has been done by EzeeSteel. So in X direction it has given as A, B, C, D, E, and in Y direction of AutoCAD it has given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now in this particular screen, what you can do is that suppose you want, you can change these grid markings. So there is a possibility that here this grid is, you have to call it as the A1, and then this becomes B and this becomes C and so on. So you can do this marking settings here in this particular screen. On the right side you can also see that all the floors which it has found out from the grid group, and again you can see since we have given us 100 meter as a reference level, it has found out that the 6 meter is going to be 106 in AutoCAD, 9.25 will be 109.25 in AutoCAD and so on. So on this screen you can review your grid and you can assign the grid markings as per your requirements. We will go to back. Now if in this particular STAAD file there are some customized members which you have defined using the up table option, then again you can go to this particular option and assign those customized members to the members which are there in the EzeeSteel library. Now this procedure we will see later on in the next video. After all these inputs have been given, to summarize, you can see that you have given a project code, the client code, we have uploaded the STAAD file. You have given the inputs for drawing settings, the member presentation, paper scale, paper size, and then the grid marking settings and the customized member settings and the reference level settings. So only these inputs are required for generating the different types of outputs. Just to ensure, you can go to the project summary and you can see here the what inputs you have given here, and again the email will be sent to what particular email ID that you can see it here, and I go to back. Now after these inputs are given, there is a simple step is that you go to submit. Now here you can see that outputs will be sent to your registered email ID here. So that message it is giving here, and then I click on the submit button here. Now it is asking whether you want to generate drawings. I can say OK to this, and now you can say your job is in queue. You will get an email on your registered email ID with your GA drawings attached to it. So that's it. This is the procedure by which you can upload the STAAD file to our server, and then you can wait for few minutes based on the content of the STAAD file, and in your email box you will automatically get all the outputs. Now these outputs and all other customization settings we will be seeing in the next videos. Thanks a lot.